Hey everybody, so let's talk about a fun one. How to make a narcissist stutter. How to make their arguments fall apart. They love conflict. They love being a problem. They love to have the drama all about them. So in the past I've broken this down, but I want to do this in a new video where the camera's turned sideways and with some fun background music and some titles like that. So there's several key things about the way narcissists fight and argue that are important, and that is this. Number one, they start from an incorrect position, one that they know that is wrong, because nothing starts a conflict faster than being in the wrong position and what you believe to be wrong, right? Number two, they're highly emotional. So not only are they wrong, but now they're emotionally charged about it. And so they usually come on the attack either with great brute force or with gallons of tears as a victim, right? So they're either extremely angry or extremely victimized, polarized, emotional positions. And so then lastly, it's gonna be over something that's grossly oversimplified. So it's gonna be something that underlying it is a more complex issue. But what they're gonna do instead is they're gonna generalize and roll things in that don't exist. I'll tell you, because I'll tell you what happened to a good example. Knowing that they are going to always start from a wrong premise with an overly simplified argument and being highly emotional, it's just a recipe for disaster. There's no way that they could ever win or should ever win. There's no way that they could ever win or should ever win.
There's no way that they could ever win or should ever win.
None. You have zero excuse for losing to one now that I've given you this knowledge. Okay? Because they're going to be wrong. And they're going to be really emotional with a completely inept viewpoint of things. And it's not your job to correct them. Alright? So now that we know all of these things, let me tell you this. It is not your job, your responsibility, your duty to correct them or educate them. It is not your job, your responsibility, your duty to correct them or educate them.
It is not your job, your responsibility, your duty.
Because you're not gonna. You're not gonna. They don't have the capability of analyzing, expressing, and realizing a complex viewpoint, because they don't have empathy. They cannot understand things from somebody else's perspective. So that's not gonna get anywhere. When you try to expand their viewpoint, it's not gonna work. Now, how can we take this into battle? What can we do with this information? Well, there are some rebuttals that you can give that are guaranteed to trip them up. And the first one, the biggest one, is, well, no, that's not right. That's not right. You don't say you're wrong, right? Because that's accusatory and that's a conflict. But you're like, well, no, that's not right. It's not right. Another good one is, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? And they're like, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? Exactly that. I don't understand what you mean. So try taking out all the old words and replacing them with new ones. And this is the thing. You control what you understand. If they're coming at you with a fight and an argument, you can just say, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. You need to explain this. I do not understand it. Because now they've got the problem of, you know how I told you they have that overly simplified viewpoint that you're just supposed to automatically get and understand because it's so simple. So, and you say, well, no, that's horribly wrong. It's horribly wrong and inaccurate. And they're like, well, what's so wrong about it? It's like, it's hugely oversimplified. Like, it's grossly oversimplified. You're overlooking so many of the small, complex details that go into this. It's outright negligent. You know, and no wonder you're upset. If you're not considering the small complexities of whatever it is that's got your goat, there's no wonder you're all messed up. You know? You say, what do you mean? You say, well, so you say things like, well, that's not right. I don't think that's right. I don't understand what you mean. What do you mean? Well, what are you asking? What are you asking of me? What is it you're trying to tell me? You know, and my favorite, I'm going to need you to take out all the old words and replace them with new words. Right? That one's free. You can have that one. But these things, they give you some level of control in the interaction. You know, your life doesn't just spiral out of control now whenever there's a conflict and they're just unreasonably angry about something. And you just say like, I don't understand what you're getting at because that just does not make sense. Well, how can this not make sense? Well, there's not really a good way to explain that one to you. Because if I don't understand it, how in the hell am I supposed to explain to you how it does, you know, how I don't understand? You want me to explain to you how I do not understand what it is you're saying to me? I don't understand what you're saying to begin with. It's your original thought. And this is what you say. It's like, these are your thoughts that you're explaining to me. I didn't give you those thoughts. You know, and you should. You should express to me what you think and what you feel. But I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding this. And I don't have, you know, I'm not a telepath. I'm not a mind reader. You know, help me understand what it is that has you so frazzled. I don't understand. You know, put the onus back on them. Make them start explaining themselves. What you'll find is that they're usually quick to stop explaining, and they say a bunch of crap. They just try to throw it back on you, and then they look for an exit. So it's sort of like, you know, the whole Batman or magician deal where they throw the smoke bomb down, poof, and they disappear. This is usually what they'll do. When you start having them explain, it gets really entertaining really quick. Because you don't have to agree that you understand. And you don't have to agree to be right or wrong. You don't. So, take this with you. Try it out. Tell me about it in the comments. I really want to hear from you guys on this. I think it's fun. You know, so just let me know. So your review one more time. They're gonna be wrong. They're gonna be emotional. It's gonna be oversimplified. Tell them that they're wrong or that it doesn't sound right. Tell them that they need to explain it better because you do not understand it. And then as they explain, say, well, no wonder you're so angry. No wonder you're so upset. No wonder you're so hurt if that's how you see it. Point out the complexity. You know, play to complexity. I think it's more complex than that. If you're not if you're just skimming over the vast majority of all the complex details, yeah, you're left with a pretty nasty picture, and no wonder you're so hopelessly upset and angry for no reason. You can condescend them back a little bit. It works really well because, remember, at the core of a narcissist is that really low self-esteem inner loser that they try to hide. So it really doesn't take a very much of a poke in the loser and just send them running. So thank you very much. Do please like, comment, or share, and I'll see you on the next video.